Hello friends, Tim Kirby Russia, a little bit impromptu here. As you might be able to tell by the lighting, we're recording in daytime. So I just finally got some free time to break down this video. There's this pretty viral advertisement for the Russian military that's been going around. You've probably seen it. It is going to be somewhere on the screen right now with me, only flipped, so that way the good old YouTube algorithm does not give me a strike. So it should go through okay, this video. But anyways, I have a few thoughts about this video. That might, open some cultural doors of understanding for you about Russia. Number one, if you ever see something like this amazing advertisement for Russia for something, be it for the military, be it for something else or whatever, it's probably not really an advertisement. It's actually advertising agencies advertising their ability to advertise. And like with this video, I'm not sure. It might be a legit Army recruitment ad. I've never seen it on TV, and trust me, VK is very targeted for my middle-aged butt, okay? There's plenty of pills to help your genitals work, things related to balding. I get all those lovely middle-aged man advertisements, and although maybe I'm a little bit past Army age, you don't think that I'd be getting a lot of that stuff. But when I watch VK videos, which I do enjoy doing, I do not see anything like this in any of my ads. So this advertisement might be actually just something from an advertisement agency and not so much like a real piece of promotional material. But it could be, and just maybe I've missed it. I don't know. But that's just something to always take with a grain of salt, these amazing advertisement for Russia, because it's probably not really an advertisement for anything. So that's point number one. Point number two is probably the most important point, is putting the cultural context of they pick these three professions, right? So a taxi driver and a security guard and this like gym bro dude, they can all like become soldiers. That's what the ad is. Now, why did they do this? Because guys, if you start living in Russia, you'll notice this blight on the nation, I think, as Vladimir Zhirinovsky kind of said about these security guards, is all over Russia, so many men from 18 to retirement age are wasting their lives as security guards, guarding nothing. Every store, every fast food joint, every mall, every factory that's operating, every factory that's not operating, yes, seriously, already defunct factories tend to have security guards just to protect the dead territory. So we have this legion of labor that is just wasting its lives being security guards for what would be essentially kind of the equivalent of minimum wage. And obviously on your minimum wage, you are not going to have a wife and kids. You are not going to produce a future for the nation. You're not going to produce a future for yourselves. So this like security guard as the ultimate example of a man wasting his life is very rooted in modern Russian culture. If we were to go outside and ask people, what is the most useless profession in Russia, the biggest waste of your time as a young man, they're going to say security guard. It is truly the career of least resistance, because you can just kind of show up and just sit there and read books or get drunk or watch YouTube videos, and that's about all you have to do. And to be honest, because they make them work like weird shifts, or they expect them to stay awake for like 3 days in a row and then take 3 days. It's very weird the way their shifts work, but they're so long and so brutal that somehow doing this absolutely pointless job that achieves nothing. Trust me, none of these security guards, they don't achieve anything. Because it's not like a security guard at, say, like a luxury watch store in Las Vegas who has like a freaking machine gun with himself, and if anyone tries to go for the watches, they blow them away. These security guards have no powers, they have no rights. Very often they're completely unarmed. What can they do? Call the actual police after the crime is already over. So it's, it's absolutely, completely utterly pointless. I kind of forgot where I was going with that, but that doesn't matter. So this security guard is very much this quintessential life-wasting profession for young men, and that's why they chose it. Probably number two of professions for men who are wasting their lives is taxi driver, because it's easy. You get your driver's license, you kind of go out there, you sit, you drive the taxi, you make a very tiny amount of money that's good enough to survive on. And that's good enough for a lot of people, again, in that sort of mode of path of least resistance going through life. And this is, again, there's so many taxis around Russia. And if you come here, you're going to be impressed, like, wow, taxis are so cheap in Russia. This is crazy. Why are they cheap? Because taxi drivers don't make much money. So again, it's really, when you watch this video from like being within Russia, you really see it as this sort of internal criticism of this sort of again, path of least resistance lifestyle that a lot of men lead. So I think that that's actually much more relevant and interesting than this whole ad as being a military thing. The third one of being like a gym bro, well, I don't know. Gym trainers actually do okay depending on the gym, and sometimes they own their own gym. It doesn't really suit the profile of the other two. Maybe it's kind of like, well, you think you're a tough guy at the gym? Well, prove yourself as a tough guy in the battlefield. I don't know. It kind of doesn't quite fit. Maybe we could, if we sat around and brainstormed, we could think of another sort of profession in Russia that wastes young men's lives. I can't really think of anything offhand, but I'm sure there's something out there. To be honest, it's probably something like in Moscow, probably barista or some kind of like, waiter. That's not exactly a profession that allows you to climb the ladder, is it? But anyways, guys, this video should not impress you because it is filmed very well. It does make being in the army look very cool. So it's successful in that. But what it does show is it shows these two sort of professions in Russia that are almost like societal diseases that everyone acknowledges in Russia are a problem, but we're not going to really take any steps to make these kind of professions maybe, get these people to do something else, or especially, well, with taxi driver, maybe get them to make more money. With security guard, heck, let's just get rid of them. They don't accomplish anything, guys. These security guards, I wouldn't even be surprised if there's multiple millions of security guards in Russia, but they're doing nothing. Let's move these guys to some other sector of the economy. It's unbelievable. Anyways, Tim Kirby Russia signing out. Hopefully that was interesting for you. So anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video and you like the opinions coming out of my big fat mouth, then join up on my Telegram channel. That's Tim Kirby Hardcore on Telegram. Link, of course, in the description.